striking on the wall. I watch the streetlights paint the empty hall. A gentle breeze is knocking at my door, but you don't walk across this wooden floor. I left the porch light burning through the rain, a foolish hope to ease this quiet pain. The city sleeps, but I am wide awake, counting every promise we would break. Every shadow takes the shape of you in this bedroom colored midnight blue. And I can almost feel your fingertips tracing constellations on my lips. But when I reach to hold you close to me, inside these whispers in the dark. The photograph is turning pale and gray, the colors bleeding out like yesterday. I drive my car down winding coastal roads, looking for the place where time slows. I turn the radio to our old song, wondering exactly where we went wrong. The ocean waves are crashing on the sand, reminding me I no longer hold your hand. And I can almost hear your velvet voice making me believe I had a choice. But reality is knocking at the glass, watching all these golden moments pass. These whispers in the dark, they call my name. They fan the embers of an ancient flame. I'm drowning in the words we left unsaid, while ghosts of yesterday surround my bed. Oh, I try to run, but I can't find the spark, trapped inside these whispers in the dark. Maybe time will wash the pain away. Maybe I will see the light of day. But tonight I surrender to the night, giving up this solitary fight. just lifting right off the green grass. The terrible hurricane finally passed. I opened the window and let in the breeze. It whispers forgiveness through shivering trees. I look at the wreckage we left in the yard, the battles we fought that were bitter and hard. But anger looks foolish when bathed in the light. I'm leaving my grievances back in the night. I fold up the blankets and make up the bed. I empty the poison you left in my head. The silence is sacred, the morning is pure. I've finally found the miraculous cure. I'm washing my face in the cold silver stream. I'm waking up fully from this fever dream. I drop the heavy armor clattering to the floor. I don't have to be a wounded soldier anymore. I am breathing the breath of the dawn, finding the strength to quietly move on. The shadows retreat from the warmth of the sun. The war is now over and nobody won. But my spirit is light and my vision is clear. I've emptied my pockets of sorrow and fear. A brand new beginning is perfectly drawn in the beautiful, merciful breath of the dawn. I pour out the whiskey we used to consume and buy fresh white roses to brighten the room. I take off the necklace that dragged me down deep and finally get me a good night of sleep. I step on the porch and I stretch out my hands. I'm making a peace with where everything stands. I wish you the best on whatever your road. I'm no longer carrying your heavy load. I'm washing my face in the cold silver stream. I'm waking up fully from this fever dream. I drop the heavy armor clattering to the floor. I don't have to be a wounded soldier anymore. I am breathing the breath of the dawn, finding the strength to quietly move on. The shadows retreat from the warmth of the sun. The war is now over and nobody won. But my spirit is light and my vision is clear. I've emptied my pockets of sorrow and fear. A brand new beginning is perfectly drawn in the beautiful, merciful breath of the dawn. No more looking backward over my shoulder. Every single perfectly drawn in the beautiful, merciful breath of the dawn. Just breathe. Breath of the dawn. Breath of the dawn. The hurricane of anger blew the roof right off this place. The lightning struck the foundation and left an empty space. We shouted till our throats were raw. We burned the bridges down. We watched our perfect castle turn to rubble on the ground. I stood amidst the wreckage when the morning finally broke. My eyes were stinging badly from the heavy, blinding smoke. All the photographs were ashes, all the furniture was charred. A devastating monument to a love we drove too hard. But then I felt a sudden heat beneath my naked feet, a glowing red reminder where the earth and fire meet. The oxygen is gone, but the coal is burning bright. A microscopic universe of devastating light. I thought that I was dead, I thought that I was done, but I'm drawing in a breath beneath the blood red sun. I am dancing in the embers of a love that didn't survive, feeling every blistering burn just to know I am alive. The flames have taken everything, reduced it all to dust. A victim of our passion and a victim of our trust. But I'm twirling in the ashes, spinning in the pain. I am rising from the ruin like a phoenix in the rain. There is beauty in destruction, there is power in the spark. I'm dancing in the embers, alone here in the dark. I kick aside a broken frame that holds our wedding day, and watch the scorching heat turn the silver edge to gray. I should be on my knees right now, completely torn apart, but there's a wild, defiant rhythm beating in my heart. We loved with too much fury, we were reckless with the flame. We didn't know the rules of this apocalyptic game. The consequence is final, the landscape is destroyed, but I'm finding my salvation in the center of the void. The oxygen is gone, but the coal is burning bright. A microscopic universe of devastating light. I thought that I was dead, I thought that I was done, but I'm drawing in a breath beneath the blood red sun. I am dancing in the embers of a love that didn't survive, feeling every blistering burn just to know I am alive. The flames have taken everything, reduced it all to dust. A victim of our passion and a victim of our trust. But I'm twirling in the ashes, I'm spinning in the pain. I am rising from the ruin like a phoenix in the rain. There is beauty in destruction, there is power in the spark. I'm dancing in the embers, alone feeling every blistering burn, just to know I am alive. The flames have taken everything, reduced it all to dust. A victim of our passion and a victim of our trust. But I'm twirling in the ashes, I'm spinning in the pain. I am rising from the ruin like a phoenix in the rain. There is beauty in destruction, there is power in the spark. I'm dancing in the embers, alone here in the dark, dancing in the fire, dancing in the fire. Walk past the old theater on 7th Street today. The marquee lights were broken and the paint was peeling gray. But for a single second I could swear I saw us there, waiting in the ticket line, the autumn in our hair. You had that leather jacket with the silver zipper pull. My heart was beating frantic and my eyes were overflowing full. We were invincible and wild, untouchable and free, a kingdom of two lovers in a concrete galaxy. Now the theater is closed down, the movies are all done, but I can still remember how it felt to be the one. I don't harbor any anger, I don't carry any spite. I just sometimes let my mind go wandering in the night, through the corridors of history, the chapters of our book, to find the hidden magic in the very last look. Oh, the memory of us is like a ghost I wanna hold, a comforting illusion when the modern world gets cold. It doesn't make me cry anymore, it only makes me smile, to know that I was yours for a little golden while. We couldn't make it last, we couldn't go the distance far, but we burned across the midnight like a falling shooting star. I keep it in my pocket, completely free of rust, the beautiful and bittersweet memory of us. Sometimes I hear a certain song upon the radio, and instantly I'm transported to 15 years ago. I smell the cheap vanilla of the perfume that I wore, and hear you laughing loudly as you walked right through the door. The universe keeps spinning and I found somebody new. I built a happy life that has absolutely nothing to do with you. But human hearts are mansions with 100 different rooms, and one of them is permanently filled with our perfumes. I don't harbor any anger, I don't carry any spite. I just sometimes let my mind go wandering in the night, through the corridors of history, the chapters of our book, to find the hidden lighthouse beam is cutting through the heavy coastal fog. I'm sitting on the wooden dock upon a mossy log. The salt water is biting at the edges of my skin, a bitter cold reminder of the state my heart is in. I watch the fishing vessels slowly pulling from the bay, their running lights reflecting on the water, turning gray. You promised you'd return before the first frost hit the ground, but autumn came and went without a letter or a sound. The tavern on the hillside is alive with sailor songs, but I don't have the spirit to pretend that I belong. I checked the faded compass that you left beside my bed. I listened to the warnings that the local fishermen said. They say the northern water is a cruel and jealous thief, but I'm holding out for miracles upon this jagged reef. I'm waiting at the edge of this lonely harbor, looking for your sail on the dark horizon line. My hope is dropping lower than a rusty iron anchor, drinking down my sorrow like a glass of vintage wine. The tide comes rolling in, the tide goes rolling out, washing every certainty and leaving only doubt. But I will keep the lantern burning bright against the cold, a sentinel of love, until I'm absolutely old. The seagulls are complaining in the rafters of the pier, a symphony of loneliness that only I can hear. I trace the weathered letters of your name carved in the wood. I dive into the freezing depths to save you if I could. They tell me I am crazy to be staring at the sea. They tell me I should lock the door and throw away the key. But logic doesn't operate when souls are intertwined. I'll leave the heavy baggage of reality behind. I checked the faded compass that you left beside my bed. I listened to the warnings that the local fishermen said. They say the northern water is a cruel and jealous thief, but I'm holding out for miracles drinking down my sorrow like a glass of vintage wine. The tide comes rolling in, the tide goes rolling out, washing every certainty and leaving only doubt. But I will keep the lantern burning bright against the cold, a sentinel of love, until I'm absolutely old. Lonely harbor, lonely harbor. Calendar says August, but I felt a sudden chill creeping through the open window, resting on the sill. The sheer white curtains fluttered like a ghost inside the room, disturbing all the silence of this solitary tomb. I was reading an old novel by the yellow lamplight glow, trying to forget the things that happened long ago. But nature has a funny way of bringing back the past, of breaking down the fortresses that we construct to last. It blew the open pages, scattered papers on the floor, and brought the scent of cedar wood straight through my bedroom door. I know it's just the weather changing off the eastern coast, but my foolish imagination tries to summon up your ghost. I feel an invisible touch upon my naked shoulder blade, and suddenly I'm trembling in the shadows that we made. Oh, the midnight breeze is carrying your secrets tonight, whispering your promises completely out of sight. It sweeps across the city and it whistles through the trees, a melancholy symphony carried on the breeze. I try to lock the windows, I try to shut the blinds, but you can't keep out a memory that occupies your mind. You're 1,000 miles away, but you're right here next to me, riding on the currents of the midnight breeze. I remember standing on the balcony that spring, when you gave me all your love and a silver promise ring. The wind was blowing wild, tossing hair across your face. We were standing at the center of the human race. Now I'm standing here alone, just an echo in the hall, listening to the crickets and the lonely night birds call. The ring is in a drawer, the love is in the ground, but the atmosphere is heavy with a very familiar sound. I know it's just the weather changing off the eastern coast, but my foolish imagination tries to summon up your ghost. I feel an invisible touch upon my naked shoulder blade, and suddenly I'm trembling in the shadows that we made. currents of the midnight breeze. Just the breeze blowing through my soul. Just the breeze. The calendar says August, but I felt a sudden chill creeping through the open window, resting on the sill. The calendar says August, but I felt a sudden chill. The calendar says August, but I felt a sudden chill creeping through the open window, resting on the sill. The sheer white curtains fluttered like a ghost inside the room, disturbing all the silence of this solitary tomb. I was reading an old novel by the yellow lamplight glow, trying to forget the things that happened long ago. But nature has a funny way of bringing back the past, of breaking down the The therapist suggested I should box your things away, to paint the bedroom yellow and to face the light of day. She handed me a tissue and she said I must be strong, but hiding from the agony feels absolutely wrong. The reservoir is overflowing, cracking at the dam. I cannot just pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I need to feel the gravity, I need to hit the floor, I need to let the hurricane blow open every door. I'm not going to rush this, I'm not putting on a show. There is a holy process in this letting you go. So let the thunder rumble, let the stormy skies turn black. I won't avoid the memories, I'm welcoming them back. I have to drain the ocean of this devastating grief before I can ever hope to find a real relief. I am gonna cry until the last tear falls, until the water washes every shadow from these walls. I won't suppress the sorrow, I won't manufacture smiles. I'll walk across this desert for 1,000 burning miles. I will weep until my eyes are completely rendered dry, until there's nothing left between the dead and the sky. There's a cleansing in the breaking, a redemption in the pain. I am standing completely naked in the middle of the rain, until the last tear falls. My friends all try to drag me to the parties downtown. They wanna see the old me in my favorite velvet gown. They pour a glass of Cabernet and tell me I look great, but they don't see the heavy iron chains upon my face. sobbing in a hotel towel of white, surrendering my dignity to the middle of the night. So let the thunder rumble, let the stormy skies turn black. I won't avoid the memories, I'm welcoming them back. I have to drain the ocean of this devastating grief before I can ever hope to find a real relief. I am gonna cry until the last tear falls, until the water washes every shadow from these walls. I won't suppress the sorrow, I won't manufacture smiles. I'll walk across this desert for 1,000 burning miles. I will weep until my eyes are completely rendered dry, until there's nothing left between the dirt and the sky. There's a cleansing in the breaking, a redemption in the pain. I am standing completely naked in the middle of the rain, until the last tear falls. It hurts so bad, but I know it's gonna heal. I have to be courageous, be enough just to feel. I won't apologize for being shattered into dust, because repairing this heart is a solitary must. I'm gonna cry until the last tear falls, until the water washes every shadow from these walls. I won't suppress the sorrow, I won't manufacture smiles. I'll walk across this desert for 1,000 burning miles. I will weep until my eyes are completely rendered dry, until there's nothing left between the dirt and the sky. There's a cleansing in the breaking, a redemption in the pain. I'm standing completely naked in the middle of the rain, until the last tear falls. Let them fall, every last one. The therapist suggested I should box your things away, to paint the bedroom yellow and to face the light of day. She handed me a tissue and she said I must be strong, but hiding from the agony feels absolutely wrong. The reservoir is overflowing, cracking at the dam. I cannot just pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I need to feel the gravity, I need to hit the floor. I need to let the hurricane blow open every door. I'm not gonna rush this, I'm not. crimson decay, bleeding its colors. At the end of the day, the street lamps ignite with a buzzing routine, casting long shadows across the ravine. I'm sitting alone on the hood of my car, watching the birth of the very first star. The engine is ticking, the evening is cold. I'm feeling so young, but I'm feeling so old. You told me you needed some space to breathe. You packed up your jacket and started to leave, and I kept my composure while you walked away. I saved all my breaking for the end of the day. I held it together when you were around. I didn't let one single tear hit the ground. But now that the darkness is claiming the sky, there's no one to witness the truth in my eye. These are tears in the twilight, falling like rain, a silent surrender to a beautiful pain. The daylight is dying, and so is our spark, leaving me stranded alone in the dark. I'm caught in the middle of day and of night, hiding my heart in the fading of light. Nobody sees when the break beside falls. These tears in the twilight, they shatter the walls. A radio plays from a window nearby, a melancholy ballad that makes me ask why. Why do we build up these castles of sand just to watch the tide take them away from our land? I pull out the letter you wrote me last spring, full of the promises that lovers sing. The ink is now smudged by a droplet of salt. I know it's a tragedy without a fault. Sometimes a flower just withers and dies, despite all the sunshine and cloudless blue skies. I held it together when you were around. I didn't let one single tear hit the ground. But now that the darkness is claiming the sky, there's no one to witness the truth in my eye. These are tears in the twilight, falling like rain. buzzing red through the blinds. I'm 300 miles away from what I left behind. The highway was a ribbon stretching out into the dark, a desperate attempt to try and find a brand new spark. I couldn't get to sleep upon this mattress made of stone. The silence of the room was just reminding me I'm alone. I reached across the nightstand and I turned the radio on, searching for a human voice before the break of dawn. A late night DJ whispered from a city far away. He said, for all you lonely souls, I've got a song to play. The static softly faded into an acoustic chord, a melody that cut right through me like a velvet sword. I closed my heavy eyelids and I listened to the sound of a voice I've never met, lifting me off the ground. It was a stranger's lullaby coming through the midnight air, a sudden sweet reminder that there's magic out there. I don't know who wrote the words, I don't know who sang the tune, but it wrapped around my spirit underneath the lonely moon. Where the people that you love leave you completely in the cold, and you feel like you are shattering and growing way too old. Sometimes salvation travels on a radio wave, a stranger's lullaby, reaching out to save. He sang about the mistakes that we make when we are blind, and how the past is just a ghost that we can leave behind. Every single lyric felt like reading from my diary, cooling down the panic that was burning inside me. The semi-trucks were rumbling on the interstate outside, but inside of this room I finally found a place to hide. The tears began to fall, but they were tears of sweet release, a sudden overwhelming sense of unexpected peace. The static softly faded into an acoustic chord, a melody that cut right through me like a velvet sword. I closed my heavy eyelids and I listened to the sound of a voice I've never met, lifting me off the ground. It was a stranger's lullaby coming through the midnight air, a sudden sweet reminder that there's magic out there. I don't know who wrote the words, I don't know who sang the tune, but it wrapped around my spirit underneath the lonely moon. When the people that you love leave you completely in the cold, and you feel like you are shattering and growing way too old. Sometimes salvation travels on a radio wave, a stranger's lullaby, reaching out to save. We are all just drifting on a massive open sea, looking for a lighthouse, looking for a key. And sometimes in the darkest hour of the endless night, an anonymous connection makes everything alright. reaching out to say, just a stranger's lullaby. Thank you, whoever you are. There wasn't any screaming, there were no shattered plates, no angry accusations or a sudden rush of hate. Just the quiet sound of zippers on a faded leather bag, and the folding of the shirts without a single word to snag. I sat upon the mattress with my hands between my knees, watching dust motes floating in the morning sunlight breeze. You left the brass key resting on the kitchen countertop, right beside the ticking clock that never seems to stop. No dramatic exits and no slamming of the door, just the squeak of rubber soles across the hardwood floor. We used to fight like thunder, we used to burn so bright, but the fire slowly suffocated in the dead of night. I always thought the end would be a glorious display, not this apathetic fading to a neutral shade of gray. Oh, the silence of goodbye is the loudest sound of all. It echoes through the living room and bounces down the hall. It deafens me with memories of how we used to be before the ocean came and swallowed up our history. I can't escape the quiet, it's a prison made of air. The silence of goodbye is more than any heart can bear. I wander to the window and I look down at the street. I see you hail a taxi cab and vanish in the fleet. The city keeps on moving like a giant ticking wheel, completely unaware of how this devastation feels. I turn the television on just to hear a human voice, to drown out the reality of this unspoken choice. But even with the volume up, the anchor on the screen can't penetrate the quiet of this devastating scene. We used to fight like thunder, we used to burn so bright, but the fire slowly suffocated in the dead of night. I always thought the end would be a glorious fast about quarterly quotas and things in the past. The fluorescent lighting is buzzing like flies, but I've got a distance behind my tired eyes. My body is sitting right here in this chair, but my spirit is breathing in sweet desert air. I'm shifting the gears on a long stretch of road where the cactus are standing and memories unload. I'm running away without moving my feet, escaping the noise of this gray city street, a phantom traveler on a ghost highway, leaving tomorrow and losing today. You can lock me in boxes of concrete and glass, you can bury my schedule in papers and class, but there is a compass that lives in my soul, and it's pointing to freedom out of control. 'Cause my mind is a million miles away from here, where the sky is a canvas so wide and so clear. I'm chasing the horizon, I'm out on the run, bathing my scars in the western setting sun. Oh, the physical chains cannot hold me down tight. I'm riding the wind in the middle of the night. Though you look at my face and you think I am near, I am already miles and miles away from here. I stare at my coffee, it looks like deep ink. I'm closer to vanishing than you would think. I imagine a diner in New Mexico with a neon flamingo that cast a pink glow. I'm drinking a cherry cola over ice and taking a total stranger's advice. There is no ambition, there's no mortgage due, just a sky that is painted an impossible blue. The meeting is over, they're pushing in chairs, they're stepping in elevators, walking downstairs. But you can lock me in boxes of concrete and glass, you can bury my schedule in papers and class, but there is a compass that lives in my soul, and it's pointing to freedom out of control. 'Cause my mind is a million miles away from here, where the sky is a canvas so wide and so clear. I'm chasing the horizon, I'm out on the run, bathing my scars in the western setting sun. Oh, the physical chains cannot hold me down tight. I'm riding the wind in the middle of the night. Though you look at my face and you think I am near, I am already miles and miles away from here. One day I'll do it, I'll turn the real key, I'll let the wild animal inside of me free. I'll drive till the radio catches no sound, until I am lost and can never be found. goes across the endless prairie sky tonight. I'm driving down the interstate without a single light. The dashboard clock is glowing, reading 3 a.m. I'm leaving all the compromises in the rearview mirror again. They told me I was crazy, that I'd never make it through. They said this wild ambition was a phantom I pursue. But I've got calloused fingers and a stubborn kind of pride, a roaring fire burning in the hollows deep inside. I've tasted the defeat and I have swallowed all the pride, but I will not surrender to the turning of the tide. When the world comes crashing, breaking like a wave, climbed the wooden stairs up to the attic space today to clear away the cobwebs and the boxes of decay. I found a cardboard shoebox hidden underneath a chair and blew away the heavy dust the time had gathered there. Inside I found a paper trail of who we used to be, a Polaroid reflection of our lost history. The edges are all curling and the colors turning pale, a silent paper witness across the avenue, painting my apartment in a sickly shade of blue. I'm staring at the coffee cup you left upon the desk, a porcelain reminder of a love we couldn't rescue. The winter chill is creeping through the crack beneath the pane, washing all the promises down the city drain. I tried to pack your sweaters and your favorite paperback, but every time I touch them, I just wanna take you back. The television's humming, but the volume is on mute. Just a silent movie playing out a bit of truth. They say that time will heal the deepest wound you ever get, but they don't know the heavy weight of all this cold regret. I want the halls we used to dance across in summer's heat. Now I'm just a stranger walking on my own 2 feet. I'm living in the shadows of a broken heart, watching all my cast of a broken heart. Just a shadow of a broken heart.
We park the car 2 blocks away and kill the headlights dead. We walk along the alleyway with heavy, careful tread. The neighborhood is sleeping, all the curtains are drawn tight. We only dare to breathe when we are swallowed by the night. They never understand the kind of gravity we share. The town is full of judging eyes and cold, unforgiving stares. So we become just silhouettes against the brick and stone, trading in the daylight just to finally be alone. I feel your nervous heartbeat when you pull me in the dark, striking up a match to feed this undercover spark. We're criminals of passion in a world of black and white, hiding our devotion completely out of sight. But when your lips touch mine beneath the canopy of trees, I know the secret universe is all I'll ever need. We're making love in the shadows, away from the neon glare, dancing on the razor's edge, pretending we don't care. The sun is our enemy, the midnight is our friend. We'll hold on to this mystery until the bitter end. Let the rumors whisper, let the ignorant condemn. We're shining in the darkness, a hidden precious gem. I would trade 1,000 days of ordinary life for one more hour of love in the shadows tonight. We meet inside the stairwell of an empty parking lot, claiming every stolen second, giving everything we've got. You trace a constellation on the inside of my wrist, a silent little promise in the middle of the mist. The clock is always ticking, dawn is threatening to break. Every time we say goodbye is another chance we take. We brush away the evidence, we straighten out our clothes and walk into the morning like nobody really knows. We're criminals of passion in a world of black and white, hiding our devotion completely out of sight. But when your lips touch mine beneath the canopy of trees, I know the secret universe is all I'll ever need. We're making love in the shadows, away from the neon glare, dancing on the razor's edge, pretending we don't care. The sun is our enemy, the midnight is our friend. We'll hold on to this mystery until the bitter end. Let the rumors whisper, let the ignorant condemn. We're shining in the darkness, a hidden precious gem. I would trade 1,000 days of ordinary life for one more hour of love in the shadows tonight. Maybe someday we won't have to run. Maybe someday we can stand in the sun. But until that morning finally breaks through the sky, I will be your phantom, your shadow, your love in the shadows tonight. Love in the shadows, we're fading in the dark. Above the canyon gorge today, to watch the autumn leaves turn gold and gently blow away. This is the very spot we stood in 1984, when we believed that life was just an open golden door. The river far below is rushing silver in the sun. It hasn't stopped to rest since all this tragedy begun. I brought the silver locket that you bought me at the fair. I rubbed it with my thumb and breathed the cool, crisp mountain air. The altitude is dizzying, the silence is profound. I'm waiting for a miracle that's nowhere to be found. I close my eyes and let the mountain breeze caress my face. I try to summon up the warmth of your final embrace. I take a heavy breath and yell into the empty space, hoping that my voice will reach you in a better place. And all I hear are echoes of your name bouncing off the canyon walls. It never sounds the same. A phantom chorus singing out a symphony of grief, a momentary comfort that is agonizingly brief. I'm calling out to heaven through the fire and the flame, but all the universe returns are echoes of your name. I walk the winding trail back sleepy town. The twilight sky is wearing a majestic purple crown. I see the porch lights turning on in houses down the street, where families are gathering to rest their weary feet. But my house is an island in a sea of memories, where every wooden floorboard seems to whisper on the breeze. I pour a glass of red and leave a second by the sink. It's just a foolish habit that I cannot seem to keep. I close my eyes and let the evening breeze caress my face. I try to summon up the warmth of your final embrace. I take a heavy breath and yell into the empty space, hoping that my voice will reach you in a better place. And all I hear are echoes of your name bouncing off the canyon walls. It never sounds the same. A phantom chorus singing out a symphony of grief, a momentary comfort that is agonizingly brief. I'm calling out to heaven through the fire and the flame, but all the universe returns are echoes of your name. Does the sound travel upward? Does it reach the starry sky? Do you hear me when I whisper? Do you see me when I cry? I will keep on shouting till the mountains turn to sand, until the day I finally can hold your precious hand. All I hear are echoes of your name bouncing off the canyon walls. It never sounds the same. A phantom chorus singing out a symphony of grief, a momentary comfort that is agonizingly brief. I'm calling out to heaven through the fire and the flame, but all the universe returns are echoes of your name. Echoes, just echoes, calling out your name. I have walked through the valley where the shadows turn to pitch. I have laid down in the dirt at the bottom of the ditch. They set my world on fire, they watched my kingdom burn. They thought I was a lesson that the weak would have to learn. I tasted all the smoke and I choked upon the dust. I was betrayed by the people I was foolish to trust. I watched the golden towers crash into a pile of gray, and everyone I counted inside the ruin where the darkness was extreme. There survived a little spark of a never-ending dream. The tragedy designed to be my absolute end became the very furnace where my spirit started to mend. The heat that was supposed to melt me down into the ground forged a brand new armor that is completely sound. I am rising out of the ashes, brighter than the gold, a story of survival that is waiting to be told. I am shaking off the cinders, I am opening my wings, I am taking back the crown of the queens and the kings. You can try to burn me down, you can leave me for the dead, but I will just rebuild the entire universe instead. From the rubble and the ruin, from the absolute black, out of the ashes, there is no turning back. I sweep away the debris from the floorboards of my mind. I leave the toxic history a million miles behind. Every single scar I wear is a medal on my chest, a testament to passing the ultimate test. I'm looking at the horizon and the sky is turning blue. I'm walking towards a future that is beautiful and new. The tears are finally dry, the grieving is all done. I am stepping from the shadows straight into the blinding sun. The tragedy designed to be my absolute end became the very furnace where my spirit started to mend. The heat that was supposed to back, no turning back. I'm out of the ashes. I'm out of the ashes. The digits are glowing at 4 in the morning. The fabric of silence is jagged and torn by the sound of my thoughts spinning round in my head, like a carousel circling this oversized bed. The furnace is humming a low steady drone, but I've never felt so completely alone. I stare at the ceiling and trace out the cracks, reflecting on things that I cannot take back. The demons of midnight have come out to play. They whisper the failures I've buried by day. They tell me the darkness will never subside, and there is no shelter where I can go hide. But I know the rhythm of the spinning earth. I know that the agony precedes the birth. I just have to hold on and weather the chill. I have to find faith in a universe still. So I'm waiting for the sunrise to conquer the black, waiting for the colors of the world to come back. I'm watching the window for a sliver of gold, to chase away all of this bitter and cold. The longest of nights has to come to an end, and the broken horizon will start to amend. My eyes on the east and my face to the skies. I am surviving, waiting for the sunrise. I walk to the kitchen and pour out some tea, looking out over the sleeping concrete. The streetlights are buzzing, exhausted and pale, like ships that are lost in a windless dead sail. I think of the mistakes that led me right here, the bridges I burned in a panic of fear. I forgive myself now in the quietest hour, and slowly recover my own inner power. The shadows are long, but they're starting to fade. I step out of the mental prison I made, 'cause I know the rhythm of the spinning earth. I know that the agony precedes the birth. I just have to hold on and weather the chill. I have to find faith in a universe still. So I'm waiting for the sunrise to conquer the black, waiting for the colors of the world to come back. I'm watching the window for a slimmer of gold, stood on the banks when the summer was green, two runaway hearts at the age of 19. We carved our initials deep into the pine and swore we could conquer the rivers of time. The water was rushing, untamed and so wild, reflecting the innocent face of a child. But seasons will turn, and the autumn leaves fall, and winter comes creeping to blanket it all. I look in the mirror at silver and gray, wondering how decades could wash right away. The bark on a pine tree has hardened and scarred, but the love that we planted is breathing so hard. You can't build a dam to hold back the years. You can't stop the current with longing or tears. We're caught in the rapids, we're swept in the flow, just holding on tight everywhere that we go. Oh, the rivers of time, they are pulling us down through the canyons of life, past the ghosts of this town. From the shallow beginnings to oceans so deep, with a lifetime of secrets we swore we would keep. We are battered by stones, we are kissed by the sun, but as long as we're swimming, the journey's not done. I will ride out the current with your hand in mine, floating away on the rivers of time. I remember the year that the river ran dry, when we sat in the dust and we wanted to cry. The struggles, the bills, and the loss of a friend. We thought that the water had come to an end, but then came the storm from a darkening sky. It flooded the valley and lifted us high. It taught us that pain is just part of the stream, and a nightmare long as we're swimming. The journey's not done. I will ride up the current with your hand in mine, floating away on the rivers of time. Floating away. We stood on the banks when the summer was green, two runaway hearts at the age of 19. We carved our initials deep into the pine and swore we could conquer the rivers of time. The water was rushing, untamed and so wild, reflecting the innocent face of a child. But seasons will turn and the autumn leaves fall, and winter comes creeping to blanket it all. I look in the mirror at silver and gray. One I was a solid diamond when you met me on that day, but you were like a sculptor chipping all the stone away. I gave you every fragment just to make you feel complete, laying all my golden edges right down at your feet. I poured my deepest rivers just to water your dry land. I let you take the compass right out of my shaking hand. I spent 1,000 midnights trying to fix your broken parts, while ignoring the emergency inside my beating heart. Now I look into the mirror at a stranger in the glass, a hollowed out museum of a woman from the past. I emptied out my ocean just to keep your vessel afloat. I swallowed all my poetry to sing your favorite note. But when the storm rolled in and you decided to depart, you left me with a barren wasteland, tearing at the start. Now I'm picking up the pieces of my soul from off the floor, us all.